Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be trying out a bunch of new products that I have never tried out before. Some products I've used before, but there are a few products that I have in my collection that I really have not touched in terms of really putting them on my face and putting them to the test. So today that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. I will say a lot of these products are from my BoxyCharm. A lot of those products are from BoxyCharm that I just kind of open and I just leave in my box and I don't even really take out. But today I'm going to take them out and I'm going to play with them and I'm going to put them on my face and see what I think of them. Because I think for the most part, BoxyCharm has amazing products that they send to you every month. If you don't know, oh my god, my hair's so lopsided. Thanks, please. If you don't really know what BoxyCharm is, it's a subscription service that you can get to your doorstep every month. It's $21 a month. You get about 5 to 6 products every month, usually 5, and usually it's worth over $100. So like this month, I think my products are worth about 120 bucks. And so those are some of the products that I'm going to be putting on my face today. But yeah, if you want to see me test out some new products, then just keep watching. Now the first product isn't a new product by any means, but this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And I don't remember if I've used this or not. I want to say I might have used this once, but if so, I don't really remember if I liked it or not, so I'm just going to try it again. Now this is one of those kind of pore-filling silicone-y primers, which I generally like because I hate my pores. I hate them so much. But yeah, so I'm just going to put this on the areas where I have the most pores. So I'm going to put this kind of right on my cheeks, and I'm going to put this on my nose as well. And sometimes I'll even take these and I'll just pat them right up on my eye just a tiny bit, just to kind of fill in those wrinkles a little bit. But on the rest of my face, I'm just going to put my Nivea primer. Alright, for foundation, I'm going to be taking a mixture of these two Maybelline Fit Me. These are the Matte and Poreless. I have shades 120 and 110. 120 is just a little bit too dark for me, so I just take 110 and kind of mix it in with it. That Smashbox primer seemed to do a really good job of filling in my pores, especially the ones on my nose. From what I can notice, I have a feeling that I'm going to want to put on a little more foundation, because my skin is kind of going through a little bit of irritation right now. So just want to cover up that redness. Yeah. I feel like that Smashbox primer did a really great job. I feel like this is a really nice coverage. My husband. Yeah, I feel like this would be a really nice coverage if I wanted something more natural, but with everything I got going on right now, not so much. Okay, so 1 month I received this concealer collection. This is by Measurable Difference. I've never tried this, but there's a really great selection of different tones in here. As you can see, there's a bunch of different shades. And I'm just going to use this to prime my eyes. So I'm just going to take one that's kind of close to my skin tone. I'm going to take this shade Caramel Latte down here. And I'm just going to put that over my eyes to kind of help prime my eyes a little bit. I'm going to see how this works out. I feel like they're a little stiff for me. I kind of like my concealers a little bit more creamy, but it covered up pretty well. I don't think I really love the way that it looks thus far. I don't know. I feel like a true test of concealer for me is when I put it under my eyes. Then I'll know whether or not I like it. So this month in our BoxyCharm, I got something that I was super impressed with just by swatching it. This is the Blinc Electric Eyes palette. These shades are gorgeous, and the pigment on these is incredible, and they're so soft. I mean, let's do this cranberry one right here, because I think this is one of the shades that I want to use. Now, just touching these reminded me kind of the Natasha Denona palette. Yeah, they really do. They remind me of the Natasha Denona palette, just the pigment and the payoff. This one down here is Natasha Denona. I just think they're gorgeous. So I really want to use this palette today in particular. I'm not going to do anything too terribly difficult. I just want to see how these eyeshadows wear on my eyes. The only drawback about this palette is that it's all shimmer, so you definitely need, you know, a matte palette to go with this. But if you get an all matte palette and then this palette, I mean, you'd be set for an eye look. So I'm just going to go into this Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette. This is the Warm Up palette, and I'm going to start off just by using this shade right here. And I'm just going to put that all throughout my crease. I'm just going to go into the Kat Von D Serpentina palette, and I'm just going to use this reddish shade right here. This is the shade Blood Milk, but any red you have will do. And I'm just going to take it on that same brush. Just going to take it right there on the tip. Kind of going to do sort of a halo eye. So I'm going to start on the outside, and I'm just going to build this color up. And then I'm going to drag that into my lower crease, and I'm just really gonna take the time to build this color up. I like how I say I'm not gonna do anything too difficult, and then I grab a red eyeshadow and start talking about halo eyes. So we'll kind of clean up these edges later, but I just want to get that color laid down. And then I'm going to go in with the Blinc palette, and I'm going to go in with that cranberry shade, and I'm just going to pop that right in the center. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I like using my finger with these kind of shades, these super shimmery metallic shades, because I definitely feel like you get the most payoff this way. Oh my gosh, that color is gorgeous. I can't do it. And then I'm just gonna go back in with the brush that we just used, if I can find it. Hello? I'm going to go back in and I'm just going to kind of blend those two colors together. I'm not having any extra product on my brush. I'm just kind of feathering out the edges. That way there's no harsh lines. So I'm going to leave the eyes alone for now. We're going to come up and finish those later. But I want to move on to the rest of my face. I know I look kind of crazy right now, but hopefully this look comes together. I don't know. I've never done this before. I've never used these products. And I'm going to go back in with this concealer palette, and I'm just going to highlight under my eyes. I'm going to use this top shade up here, which is called Cream. And I'm going to put this under my eyes. See, I feel like this is kind of dry. You know what? I'm going to get some face oil so I can mix it with that concealer. Okay, so I just put a drop of facial oil in this concealer. I'm going to try. Nope. I don't know, you guys. I'm not really feeling this. I might have to just use my regular concealer. That is thick. Let's see if we can blend this out. I feel like it's blending out decent, but it still looks a little thick and a little drying under my eyes. So, do I like it? Do I love it? No. And I kind of had a feeling that it wouldn't, so I'm not too surprised. But since I don't like that, I am going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the shade Porcelain. I'm just going to use that to highlight instead. Okay, I also have this product right here. This is a Bare Minerals product. This is the Invisible Light Translucent Powder Duo. So this has a matte kind of white setting shade right here, and then it has this glow kind of highlight right here. So I'm going to use this to set up under my eyes for now, and then I'm going to go in with that highlighting shade when I'm ready to highlight. I usually don't like pressed powders like this. I usually prefer a loose powder, but we shall see. I can't really tell any difference. That actually looks pretty. My under eyes are pretty sensitive to powders, so I cannot use super thick powders. And this is crazy, like it looks like there's nothing on my brush. But when I set my under eye, it looks pretty nice. I still think I prefer the way my RCMA loose powder looks compared to this though. But I'm just gonna take this and kind of go over the rest of my face. Alright, I'm going to move on to contouring and bronzing now. I have this highlight and contour palette by IBY Beauty. Now we have got stuff from IBY Beauty in our BoxyCharm before, and I did like those. Now, I already used another setting powder, so I'm not really going to touch these shades up here. I'm going to go in with this first one, and I'm just going to use this to kind of carve out my cheekbones a little bit. I'm not liking these right now. I just don't really love the way that it's applying to my skin and blending out. I'm gonna go in with the chocolate Soleil instead and try to fix this. I'm gonna take the second one in the middle, and I'm just gonna put that on a beauty blender. And I'm going to try to clean the area up a little bit. And I'm going to go back to my eyes, and I'm going to take that Blinc palette again, and I'm going to take this shade right here, this fourth shade. This is kind of like a bronzy gold shade, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to run it under my lower lash line. Let me pull you back in. Gonna go in with that brown shade that we used earlier. Just gonna take that on the same pencil brush, and I'm gonna kind of smoke that out a little bit. Then on my inner corners, I'm gonna kind of use this rosy shade right here. And then I'm going to take the tiniest bit of this shade down here. This is the lightest shade in the palette. And I'm going to tap it off, and I'm just going to highlight my brow. Oh my god. See? That was not meant to be that intense, but... Now on my waterline, I'm going to use the Smashbox Always Sharp Waterproof Kohl Liner. Now this isn't new to me. I love this eyeliner. I love that when you put it back in the cap and it sharpens itself back up, and I love that. Oh, this is in the shade Penny Lane. Then I'm gonna go in with this mascara. This is the Doucce. I don't really know how to say that. I don't really know what that is. I don't know. But anyway, this is what the mascara looks like. It says Maxlash Volumizer Mascara. I'm just going to try this on my eye. This is a humongous brush. Look at this. He's so mean. Okay, so this is what my eyes look like with the mascara. It's not the worst mascara ever, but I don't love it. I do kind of like the brush because I felt like I could get in my inner corner with it, but it was really big, and the formula is really thick on this. I think it looks pretty, but I don't know, it's not my favorite. Let's go ahead and do our brows too. This came in this month's BoxyCharm. This is by Winky Luxe. Apparently this is a universal brow shade, so we best to see. I'm just gonna brush my brow hairs up. I rarely do my brows anymore. I just run the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper through them and call it a day. But we're gonna do them today. I'm actually gonna go back in with that Blinc palette, and I'm just gonna take a little more of that lighter shade, and I'm gonna pop that on my inner corner just to brighten it up a bit. Gonna go into the Morphe 9N palette, and I'm gonna take that purple shade, and I'm going to use that as my blush. For highlight, I'm going to go in with the Mally highlight in the shade Stardust, and I'm just going to pop this all over my cheeks. This highlight looks beautiful with this eye look. Then lastly, I'm going to go in with the Ofra Liquid Lipstick in the shade, what is this shade? It's like a kind of berry pinky shade. Apparently it does not have the shade on it. I'm going to use this setting spray right here. This is by Project Beauty. It says spray, set, go. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I'm going to talk about the products that I enjoyed using and the products that I did not enjoy using. Oh no, I forgot to use these. It's so hard. Oh no. You know what? I'm just going to pop it on my cheeks. So the mascara, we already talked about it, so I'm just going to move on. The Blinc eyeshadow palette, I'm in love with this. I think it's amazing. The shadows are beautiful, the texture is beautiful, the payoff is beautiful, the pigmentation is beautiful. I love everything about this. This is an absolute winner in my book. The concealer palette, no, not so much. If you like to spot conceal, I feel like this could be pretty good for spot concealing, but this is just not for me. The contour palette, I didn't really like that either. I'm sad because I feel like a lot of these products I didn't like, and I usually really like BoxyCharm products for the most part, but these I just didn't really like for the most part. The eyebrow pencil, I don't know if it's because I haven't done my brows in a while or what, but I just did not really like this. I got really excited when I saw the shape of this because I love the Anastasia one like this. It's my favorite, but I just feel like this is it's a little hard. Like, I want you to see like how much, like not really much comes off. It's just kind of rough. It's kind of rough. I didn't really enjoy putting this on my brows. Just didn't really enjoy it. The Smashbox primer I loved. I thought it made my skin look really good. It made my pore size look a lot smaller. It just made my skin look really smooth. So I do love the Smashbox primer. And the setting spray, I mean, obviously I don't really know if it's going to make my makeup last a lot longer, but it did make my skin look less powdery, which I love because I hate when my skin looks powdery. So it definitely made that look a lot better. But the only thing is the mist isn't as fine as I would like it to be. It kind of comes out a little squirty. I don't know. It's just not a super fine mist. But it doesn't like spit right at you. It's kind of somewhere right in between that. The lipstick I love. I don't know what the name of it is because there's no name on it. But I do love the lipstick. I love the color. And I just love Ofra lipsticks. I love the way they feel, so this is definitely good for me. I think the last thing I have to talk about is the Bare Minerals Invisible Light. To me, this kind of looks like an ambient lighting powder from Hourglass. It kind of has the same kind of texture. It's very finely milled and very subtle. And the setting shade right here, oh, I mean, it's okay. I wouldn't say I'm in love with it. I still love my RCMA powder a lot more, but it did a decent job at setting my under eyes, so I'm not mad at it. So yeah guys, that completes this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing me try on some new products and hearing what I think about them. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to subscribe and share this video. And yeah, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! This is the Blinc Electric Eyes Shallot. Okay, where you go? Oh shoot. I have some fall out. Okay guys, so this is the, no it's not.
I hate the way my brows look. Hate them. I do not like that brow pencil right now. Not my friend. No, I hate the way my eyebrows look.